I love the
Oh, it was epic.
Man.
Sorry.
Whoa. We're getting duplicated on my sounds
Oh,
here, so
right.
let's just we'll jump into that.
All right. You know what we can do? We can do some editing.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I mean, we're best off that way. Trust me.
All right. Welcome to a very special episode of Decently Funny here on decentlyfunny.com, on hottalkla.com, and iTunes.
And on the TVspot.com, Nuzzy.
Right. We are live. If you're watching us live, or if you're watching this recorded, you're watching us on the tvspot.com, which is the place that we do all of our video now. Guy, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We have the new, our new friends over at the tvspot.com. Very cool. We used to do video on a different video streaming service, not so much these days. These guys are very cool.
Yes. Yeah. Very excited to be on there. And the reason I'm not paying so much attention to you is I'm just trying to see if I could get my audio thing to work in general. So.
Yeah. But if you are listening to the podcast, it's because you found us on iTunes or on decentlyfunny.com. All right. We're also on Stitcher, which is the smartphone app that we have. It's kind of like streaming radio right for... Are we good? Yes? Okay.
Sorry about that, dude.
All right. Many people know that our show is... Oh, yeah, let me start over here. We're just working through some technical stuff.
We've never had so much going on.
Nuzzy here from Nuzzy and the Guy, are Decently Funny. Sitting to my right, as always, co-host and best friend since we're 12 years old.
Yeah.
The Guy.
Thank you.
So welcome to the show.
Thanks, dude.
Also, sitting behind the camera, we don't see him. It's Gary, the sidekick.
Thank you.
Oh, good. All right.
And that was my successful test. Should we go back to the theme song and start over again? Go ahead.
Many people know that our show it's a celebrity interview show. So if you're just tuning in for the first time, that's what you could that's what you could expect every single week, week after week. Some type of celebrity. We've had writers, athletes, comedians, reality stars, thespians, and lesbians. And on tonight's show, we've got 3 musical guests. Separately, they are merely Brendan Urie, Spencer Smith, and Dallin Weeks. But together, they are known to the world as Panic at the Disco.
Yay! Oh. I heard this. One guy out there doesn't like it. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the show.
Oh wow.
Oh,
thank you.
You're getting a second
Thank
wave
you.
there.
I'm standing. Oh, come on.
Oh, you're used to this.
Stop it. Yeah, I am. I'm used to this.
This can go on forever if you want, Nuzzy. So.
Oh, good.
Okay. Welcome to the show. This is very exciting for me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here.
Thank you.
Super really appreciate it.
We got all of the technical difficulties out of the way.
Good.
And now it's just the 6 of us.
Yeah.
This is very exciting.
This is very, very exciting.
We don't really do music that often on the show. It's not decently musical or musically funny. It's but you guys, I understand you guys are pretty funny. I follow you guys on Twitter, and it's cool. You know, it's cool to kind of follow it's half music, and then every once in a while you'll tweet something. You'll tweet something that
once in a while we'll have a.
Well, because the reason why I say that is because you've got these really young fans, and you have to be very careful what you say.
Yeah, I guess we've gotten a little worse with that.
Yeah.
I tend to just say things, and like 5 minutes later, I'm like, wow. 5 seconds later, I'm like, wow, I probably shouldn't have said that. But who really cares?
Do you delete your tweets ever because of that?
I never do, because it's already gone up. I feel the damage is done. There's really nothing I can't really regret is all I have.
The screenshot has already been taken by somebody.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let me introduce the band. First of all, Brendan.
Yeah.
You're the lead singer.
I am. Yeah.
And would you say you are also a guitarist?
Sure. Yeah.
Lead guitar?
I dabble.
Okay.
I dabble here and there. Yeah. Not by choice, but yeah.
And Dallin, he's sitting between you two.
I'm the middleman.
You're the middle guy.
He's the sandwich.
He's your being bookended.
I'm the meat in the Brendan and Spencer sandwich.
Oh, the white bread. Yeah.
Now I understand you're the bass guy, but
yes,
then
sir.
but you're playing.
A couple different things. I got a little ukulele and an omnichord, which is a nice little toy that we like to play with.
Multifaceted, yeah.
Very cool.
to do it.
Spencer, rounding it out.
Yes.
You've got a drum in front of you.
I
You're
do.
the drummer.
I do. I feel very awkward with just the one. I'm very exposed without all the other things to block. You know.
You look
the-
naked.
We can totally
view
see
of-
your genital area.
Yeah,
The kick is supposed to cover that.
And we like it.
yeah. But you guys are great. It's fun. Well, let's start with the beginning. Let's start with how you guys formed the band. You've probably done this on lots of radio shows already. So we're going to get to the technical part of the interview first, and then we can actually goof around a little bit. You brought your instruments. We're going to play some songs. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
So whose idea was Panic at the Disco?
Well, Spence and I both kind of started it. I met them. We were all going to different high schools, but I met them through a mutual friend. And at the time, they were looking for a guitar player, so I offered my services up. Said, "Hey, yeah, I'd love to audition for you." I went down, and I didn't really play too much guitar. I mostly just did Gollum impressions from Lord of the Rings. So I think that won me the gig ultimately, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But then after a couple months, they wanted me to sing, and I had no choice, and I said, "Yeah."
And you had a pickup truck, so you could transport gear. So
I could
that
take-
also was a
yeah.
big
It was a big
factor
deal.
in your.
What
It was
part of the country are you talking about? Locally?
Yeah, well, we were in Vegas. We grew up in Vegas,
Oh.
so we were all in different high schools there. But it was kind of the David Lee Roth situation where they didn't really want me in the band, but I could ship the gear, and I
Right.
had a couple guitars and some drums, so
Yeah.
why not?
And you smell nice.
And I don't smell too bad.
Right.
It's
What-
it's pleasant sometimes.
So you're from the Vegas area?
Yeah, Vegas.
No, that's great.
No, it was. It's funny. Most of the time, people think, "Oh, this was Vegas, crazy tits and drugs and all this crazy fucking shit." But it was pretty normal, actually.
Pretty normal, but I assume like in Vegas, everybody ditch school differently depending on what part of the country you're from. So,
Sure.
do you ditch and go to a casino ever in high school, or what do you do? Because we would go to the beach
We
or
would-
something.
yeah,
we
'cause
grew up
we
in
grew
the
up-
Jersey Shore
Right.
area.
So you ditch and you go to the beach and you drink at the beach.
Out here, you'd go to like Tijuana,
Right.
Right. But what do you do in Vegas when you grow up in Vegas?
You go to Del Taco. or something like.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys are
it's
bad
really-
boys, huh?
Yeah.
Is there a slot machine in the Del Taco?
They're probably.
Oh, well, that's good.
There
Should
probably
be.
will be in a
Yeah.
couple years. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was pretty normal. It's weird, like we actually gambled for the first time in Australia because it's 19 there, and we
Wow.
were touring and like never gambled legally in Vegas. They're actually way more strict about it than you would assume.
Yeah.
So it's really tough. People think that we had this crazy childhood, but
Yeah.
they
A lot of house parties, though.
yeah.
That's always
Well,
good.
how old are you guys? You guys are fairly young, but
24,
okay.
24,
54.
54. You look good.
75.
He's the old
And,
man.
and the actual name Panic at the Disco, how did that happen? Especially with the exclamation point,
yeah.
right?
Well, that was actually. Well, I'll start from the beginning. Panic at the Disco was a lyric in a song from this band we really liked when we were 16, 17. Their name was Name Taken, actually. So it was kind of fitting that we
Ironic.
took there. Yeah. But yeah, the song was called Panic, and in the song, it made no sense whatsoever. It was just the lyric that kind of stood out to us, and we were like, "Oh, let's be quirky and just take it from them." So we just did Panic at the Disco, and exclamation mark ended up being just kind of a one-time thing as a joke. I think some fan had done it, just hey, Panic at the Disco, like some anxiety-driven thing. So after that, we were kind of not really screwed, but just stuck with it. We're like, this is cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Nice little gimmick.
The question mark wouldn't have worked as well.
I don't think it
Yeah.
Panic at the disco?
thinking like semicolon for the next right?
Quotes around it. Panic.
Panic colon.
The disco.
Punctuation is very important,
I agree.
but so you take the exclamation mark out and they go crazy. They lose their shit.
They did, yeah, for a
Yeah.
while. It was kind of weird.
Why would you take it out? Just as
I think we were just angry.
Yeah.
We wanted to take it out.
F the fans.
Fuck them.
Kidding.
He broke the ice.
It's because exclamation points are so smug, you know?
Smug
They're
bastards.
smug.
They just look at you.
Is it important to have cool hair to be in your band?
Well, yeah.
Obviously, if you're watching, then yes.
Yeah.
Is that like when you're a rock star, when you're a musician? It is important to have cool hair. You
I don't
have
know.
to-
I've had plenty of horrible haircuts, and just instantly.
I'd say actually
right
most-
before we go on tour. This is
most of-
usually when they happen.
Yeah, most of Dallin's haircuts are pretty bad.
Yeah.
He's kind of having a good one because he let it grow.
I'm just leaving it alone for as long as I
Yeah.
can, seeing
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
Well, you're 30 and you have all. I mean, this is me. You know, I can't
So
be in the band.
that's clean,
obviously.
though.
That's some panic right there.
I know. Yeah. Panic that I didn't shave my head enough today. Can I steal it?
Panic at the barber shop.
We're just gonna have to shave his eyebrows and tell him to go.
Yeah, as long as you look just odd enough.
I have thought about that, going into a barber shop and like, what are they gonna do? Like, can you just
Just take it all
the
off.
whole thing? Yeah, I want the whole thing, please.
Balls
Is that what you
and-
call it? I'll take the whole thing.
Well, I don't know.
The
It's been a long time since I was actually at a barber shop, and I remember the last few times it was like, can you just the top just trim it a little bit, and they're like, oh, you have full coverage. You know shit's going bad when they tell you have full coverage. That means things are going downhill for your head, and they did slowly after that. So
full
Goodbye,
coverage. I
hair.
thought was a.
Insurance term.
Auto
Insurance.
insurance. Yeah.
So were you the sound that became Panic at the disco in the beginning? Was it rougher? Was it hard edge? Was it always kind of melodic? How did that go?
Yeah, I'd say it was melodic. We were always driven by vocal melodies. We liked a lot of older bands, I guess.
Right.
Just what our parents were listening to.
And-
But we wanted it to be punk at the time. We were listening to a lot of pop punk bands and stuff. No
But you
offense.
started as a cover band, right?
A little. Well, yeah. I mean, we didn't have any original material when we started, so we, to get a sense of how everybody worked together, it was all right. Let's play a Blink song. Let's play a Tom Petty song. Let's
Right.
whatever.
That's weird. I've always thought of you guys as like a punk Peter, Paul, and Mary.
That's exactly what we were going for.
Thank you, Mary.
Punk the Magic Dragon. Awesome. That's pretty. I like that. That's really good.
So you guys are going on a tour pretty soon.
Yeah. In about a week.
What do you do to gear up for a tour? Do you?
Are you all single? Do you have girlfriends, wives, or anything?
Well, yeah. Like,
well-
is anybody coming? Do you bring them with you?
What do we have
Maybe
here?
towards the end. It gets rough. Well, I have a fiance. Dallin's married.
I'm a married man.
He's a married man.
And I have a girlfriend,
and
so
Spencer's
Okay.
a girlfriend.
You poor guys.
So-
you can't even enjoy being rock star.
What they don't know. But
I mean, there's cocaine's
kidding.
still great, you know. It's like,
Numb Dick is still great. But I don't know. I think it's hard when you're playing shows. It gets so hectic sometimes. So we don't really like doing the visits unless there's a day off. So maybe on a day off or something, we'll fly him out and hang out. For a
How'd you
couple
meet
days.
your fiance?
I met her on the road actually.
Was she
Common story.
Was she a
Literally on the side of the road.
She's such a whore. She was so
truck
slutty.
stop.
Truck stop.
Lot lizard.
You don't meet her at a show, right?
No, she came to a show. She didn't really know our band really.
Right.
That's what they
So,
say.
That's
so
story.
right.
Right.
Oh no, I had no clue, but I was impressed. And,
Right.
But no, she came with a friend, and she had a boyfriend at the time actually. So I was kind of bummed. I wanted to hang out, as they say, in kinder terms. So yeah, we wanted to hang out, but she was dating somebody, and then after that, just randomly 9 months later, I met her again, and she didn't have a boyfriend then, so I kind of stepped in.
Randomly, the boyfriend had been murdered.
Like, well, yeah, oddly enough, he was gone. I'm not going to say how.
Randomly,
but,
she was standing outside of my hotel room.
And this next tour is what, European?
Yeah, we're doing UK and a couple of European cities. Germany. We're doing France.
Okay. Are you huge in Germany? Like Hasselhoff? I always wonder.
Are you big in Japan?
Nobody's anywhere near Hasselhoff, I don't think. He's God.
Is that has to be a little bit weird? I assume that when you go to Germany, these fans are singing your lyrics back to you in
an
English,
accent.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be fun. Do you
That's
ever
awesome.
try to like learn the local language and give them a, hey, thank you, or
Yeah.
Try to at least, do their accent.
Yeah.
that's the right thing to do.
Really
Doesn't
go
always
we,
go
We
over.
go to Japan and we say, thank you very much. And they usually end up just
Thank you so much for coming to our show.
Yeah. It was great fun.
What were we doing when we were in China? In like
Ora
Tiananmen Square?
Myra was that the...
Well, there was that one, but
I
there
think
was
we were
also
singing
the
Kung Fu Fighting. That
yeah.
was, at the top of our lungs, we went to the Forbidden Kingdom or Forbidden City, whatever it is.
Forbidden City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we...
It would echo through.
like 100 people just turned like, what the assholes, fuck you guys.
China, huh? That must be a trip. Is that one of the crazier countries you guys have been to?
Definitely. It's very, very humid. The people are really sweet, though. Really nice.
Yeah.
They have to be.
Yeah, well, we're all taller than them,
Legally.
so... yeah, legally.
So do you have a favorite country that you visited?
Oh. I think
Australia's
Australia.
pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
beautiful.
unanimous. Yeah.
Just because of the scenery, the people, everything, all the above?
The people are beautiful. Yeah, all the above. It's really nice.
How about the worst place you've been to?
Damn, it's like...
Like, sorry,
That's always
India.
something you try to forget.
Always weird.
I don't know.
Sorry about
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, it's a terrible place to be. It's just that was not your favorite place to go. I walked into a country and western bar the other night, and I'm like, you know what? Immediately, I said, this place is just not for me. You know
Fair
it.
enough.
So what do you got? Which country sucks?
Damn it.
Like maybe you got your feelings hurt in India or something.
You almost caught malaria in Indonesia.
That's true.
See?
In
so
Jakarta, I
that would
almost got malaria.
qualify.
How do you almost get malaria?
Well, the doctors actually, the fucked up thing is the doctors still aren't sure what it is. I created some new West Nile virus.
The
and my
contagion.
My blood was just so running rampant with.
Hence
I don't
the
know.
bubble he's in.
Oh,
Now
you
you
talk
guys
about
know.
the bubble.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's. We all love traveling so much that it doesn't really.
What about road hussies? Girlies.
Lot lizards.
In your past,
In the
obviously.
past, of course.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Rando Calrissian.
Before we all were in serious relationships.
Do you keep score?
Sure. I mean, yeah, it got competitive sometimes.
There was a chalkboard involved.
white driving this board.
Is that right? You guys were keeping
No.
tally?
No, I
It's
mean,
okay. You can.
This was before my time.
It's just the 6 of us.
Honey, I don't know what they're talking about.
you compare stories once in a while, you know. See who's got the.
I
craziest
think when we
story.
started, it was a different story because it's like we were 17, and a lot of our fans were similar age or younger. So I think the whole legality thing was taking effect.
No statutory
Yeah.
raping going on.
no.
You had to be careful.
Anytime
I
you
guess
found the right
in the last
age.
few years, that's sort of worn off
Yeah.
a little bit, but
You could do like a reverse Bieber kind of thing that he did, where he's just he's
going
under
cougar,
18 and
yeah.
he's
It's a smart
That's
move.
true.
yeah.
So let me ask you this question. I know Spencer started following Nuzzy on Twitter, right? How did you even find Nuzzy to follow? Do you know?
I was trying to remember that because it was a while ago. It was probably, I think we were talking about, it might have been an Alex Elkin retweet.
Makes sense.
It
Yeah.
could have been, but I'm not positive.
I think that's what we use Twitter for mostly, is just following comedians, and
yeah.
that's really all I use it for.
So how'd you find Alec? Is it because you guys are Family Guy fans, or just you liked Alec on Twitter?
Yeah, pretty much. Family Guy started with that.
Yeah, Alec was excited. We invited him over here because we know you guys are big Family Guy fans.
Oh, awesome.
He sends his very best, but he's like, I don't really care for them.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
No, he didn't. Say
Oh no, cool. Yeah, well, fuck you. Okay, cool.
No.
He actually couldn't make it, but we did
That's
invite
cool.
him.
Get ready to have
We tried.
224,096 followers, Alex.
Exactly.
Well, in fairness to him, he's got the Patriots playing this weekend, so that takes up the whole weekend. He's
enough.
That's true.
He's
Yeah.
the guy.
He is the fan.
But it is. We talked about how you met your future wife.
Yes.
How'd you propose? Did you get down on one knee? Or?
For a while, I was curious. I thought about it for like 8 months. I was like, how am I going to do this? A hot air balloon, or am I going to just get naked and like put, I don't know, the ring on her nipple or something?
Yeah.
So I thought about it for a while. I was like, you know what? I'm not really this grandiose guy. I'm just very direct. So I didn't really ask her. I just kind of told her. So
You're gonna marry
This
me.
is what's going down, bitch. No, I said, I just said, I really want to marry you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
You know what you should have done is you should have consulted your good friend and ring specialist Gollum. He can tell you what to do.
He probably could have, and I fucked up on that. But she said yeah, so it doesn't.
Seriously, is there any thought of like writing her a song for that or no?
I actually did to kind of before we actually started dating seriously to win her over. I was like, well, musician. The only way I'm gonna get with this girl is if I write her a song. So I wrote her the song, and we actually put it on our last record.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a big
It's a
compliment to her,
it's
huh?
a big move. Yeah,
That's like almost like
deserves it.
tattooing her name on you, right?
pretty much. Yeah, it's gonna last longer actually.
Well, it better because that's one song that
true.
you're never going to want to sing again and have things
Right.
just don't go the
Right.
the right
God
direction.
Well.
forbid. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Oh.
And you've got a girlfriend, Spencer.
Yeah.
So that's not. I mean, that's not as serious as being married. But you guys are pretty serious.
In some ways, it's more serious.
Because you don't have paperwork tying you together.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together?
It's actually fairly recent, so it's like
Yeah.
I guess maybe 2 months now. So,
Whoa.
Oh, so
Yeah,
she knows
so-
she's getting dumped before you guys. She's aware.
well, yeah, the countdown's on for about
Oh, this was
6 and
fun.
yeah,
I gotta go.
I gotta go to. to the UK.
I haven't met her yet, so I don't even know if she's real. You know, you keep saying, "Oh, you got to come over and meet my girlfriend," but you can't because we're busy right now.
Yeah, it's weird.
And what about married guy on the road? Is that even worse? Like,
Well, it's
does your wife accuse you?
No. Like I couldn't do this if she wasn't like super awesome about everything. But that's the only real hard part about the job is being away from the wife and kids. But it's.
Where'd you meet her?
Well, I had a band before. I was with these guys too, and it was kind of similar.
Was it Kiss? Was it that band?
It was Kiss.
Oh.
I was Ace Frehley
Toad.
for the late '90s. All I want. It was Candlebox. It was Candlebox.
It was Jars of Clay.
Who are your guys' musical instruments? Influences.
Fender.
This is Dolores. That
No,
is.
your influences. Who? I mean, because you guys were warming up and you had like a whole mix of genres and songs, and I was really enjoying it.
It sounded like a Wes Anderson trailer in here for a while. What the hell was
All the
that?
'60s acoustic jams. Yeah, I don't know. We love music, which is it helps the job. You know?
Right. I mean, but is it? I mean, can you point to certain bands that have influenced you along the way? I mean, I assume
Sure.
Blink-182 in a sense, right?
Yeah,
You were
I mean,
known for that.
they were huge, and we were 13, 14, so that definitely can't deny that. I don't know. There's a lot of bands we listen to that our parents listen to that kind of turned us on to that. Beatles, obviously.
Elvis Costello and the Attractions,
Totally.
big one.
Yeah.
Who else?
I mean, there's
Yeah,
just so
it's-
many.
it's
It's
so
Journey,
tough,
from
yeah.
Journey to Paul Simon to.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a ton.
Can you have the old guy not chime in on things that we don't know what he's
Yeah,
talking
hey, married
about?
guy, why don't you shut the fuck up and let the.
Who did he say? Simon
Oh,
Garfunkel?
he's yeah.
I'm a fan, actually.
Good.
Do you guys have anything
Simon
prepared?
Garfunkel fan? Is that?
I am.
I'm a
absolutely,
huge
sure.
Simon Garfunkel fan.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually
and
telling you, my
not
father's
ashamed to
Costello fan. So.
Seriously,
not
the best lyrics.
ashamed to admit that.
My
whatsoever.
brother bought our first CD. I still remember that because I'm that old. And it was Paul Simon's Graceland, actually.
Awesome.
Awesome
Yeah.
record.
And the record I remember getting actually was Men at Work, Business as Usual. How about that? That's a special one.
That is amazing.
But the other one is, Brendan, you were warming up a little bit with, I don't even know, I guess it's the,
Boston. He was
Robin
from-
Hood,
Oh,
Little John.
yeah.
Well, I used to go to bed.
yeah,
My
yeah.
parents would put on a record of that,
That's
of that
great.
Robin Hood and Little John, and yeah, he
Parents
took me
would do
back
that?
with
The
it.
same with
Yeah.
me. That's
wow.
that's something we
I was
have
a
in
little
common.
kid.
Glenn Yarborough, that was another guy. But yeah, the rooster from the Robin Hood cartoon.
Awesome.
That cock. Yeah.
Can you do it for a second?
Yeah.
Do your impression.
Robin Hood and Little John are walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other one had to say. And I think they actually got the hamster dance theme from that because he goes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I like that. Song.
And now I'm asleep. That literally, they put it on and I'd go to sleep to that
Yeah.
to that record.
It's a nice lullaby.
Boy, I'm old.
Now you smoke weed.
That helps too. Then you just hear it all the time.
I have insomnia, dude. It's medical, okay?
And back
Enough.
problems.
What
Yeah.
back?
Do you guys dabble? Drugs?
Oh, weed. I love weed.
Drugs and alcohol?
Yeah,
Dibble dabble?
Definitely. I was actually gonna bring some bourbon for you guys. I wasn't sure what you drank though. So.
Everything.
Okay. Well, there we go.
It's better to not start
Listerine.
Gary drinking.
Next
though.
time, just bring everything.
Okay. I'll bring the cabinet. Yeah.
You guys, that was good. That was a good
was
way to
great.
get us started with some music.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to hear. I mean, I don't know if you guys prepared it.
Yeah, we have a few things
Yeah.
prepared.
They brought all the shit, but they're not prepared to play.
We have all this equipment.
just wanted to
but
show you our
we don't.
stuff.
We didn't really practice. We just bought all this stuff. Right?
You just want to confirm that you're a musician by having the accoutrement.
It's really just the look that
Yeah.
we're going for. Accoutrement.
Thank you.
Accoutrement.
fucking wrote this. Goddamn Jack.
We're just going to stare at you until you figure out something.
I mean, we have a few. We learned.
You learned your theme
We
song.
did learn your theme song.
No way.
Like a couple fans.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Should we end with that?
No.
You want to hear
let's
that
hear
now?
that right now.
Can we do that right now?
Yeah, do it
All
right
right,
now.
cool. I'd love to. We into me, D flat. Okay, sorry. Okay. It's the most fun you can have without spending money. Your partly cloudy days will be partly sunny, 'cause Nuzzy and the guy Dip, 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 Nosy and the guy. Shamalama ding dong, Nosy and the guy are decently funny. Thank you.
I love it.
Okay, well, that's our new theme song. Sorry, Little Mikey. Sorry, Eli Braden. So, Gary, are you okay with that? Because Gary's not a big fan of the Little Mikey. Is the guy who wrote that theme?
It just
for us.
got
love
it just got too much. I just heard it too many times, I think.
Okay, but I mean, with a different.
Yeah, now I'm in.
Okay.
You're all in.
I'm back in.
Pushing
You
all
can say
in.
what you really think when we leave, but I appreciate that.
That and I like Eli Braden's.
So
Oh, that was fun.
how long does that take you to memorize? And
A couple. Well, luckily, yeah.
Well, little Mikey's a very complicated musician.
Yeah, the muscle memory is strong with us.
I had actually never heard it before. That was my first time playing it. So.
There you go. So it's not that hard.
So that one's weird.
Are you guys classically like trained musicians, or who picked it up on their own?
No, I think we all kind of picked it up on our own.
Really?
Yeah, I've always hated lessons because I'm not very patient.
Yeah, I tried to take a
Okay,
lesson
yeah.
when I was like 14, but it didn't work out. I think I went once.
I would think as a bass player, you'd need like. I mean, don't take offense. I would think that you'd need lessons. Like, how do you learn that on your own? I guess any one of
Bass
those
player.
things, though. But
Sure.
but so none of you were in the school band?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started in school band, but they make you start in like marching bands, so
Right.
you're just doing like individual stuff. So I was
Lot
wanted
of
to do
rudiments.
the like drum kit, so
Mhm.
you had to do jazz band. But beyond high school, it never really went anything.
yeah, because in my high
beyond-
school band, there were no guitarists. It was
No.
just like the woodwinds.
Yeah. The
right?
brass.
Right.
Well, I remember I went the first day, and it was actually 7th grade that I went to the new school, and I went to band, and they said, "What do you play?" And I said, "The piano." The guy goes, "We don't have a piano in band," so I ended up at the French horn.
Oh.
So now, as you know, I'm a huge, professional French horn player for a living, and no, I'm awful at the. After like 4 years, I was terrible at the French horn.
But yeah,
I worked my way up to
Great at
terrible.
who's who goes into
It's
a career as a French
stupid
hornet?
instrument, really.
Well, in
It
my,
really
in,
is.
in my school, you had everybody playing the brass and the woodwinds and stuff, and then the two cool guys in the band, if they could be qualified as such, was the bass player and the guy on the drum kit. They were
Yeah.
like the shit. They were the rock and roll within the madness there.
Right.
So you guys were there. You go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you, Gary? The flute or the